Enoch city leaders standing by their decisions tonight, years after investigating domestic violence at the Haight home. The family killed in a murder-suicide earlier this month.
That investigation did include a lethality assessment, which is designed to identify major concerns that could turn deadly. News specialist Matt Rascone has more from the city and the broader impact on domestic violence prevention. Matt?
Yeah, Deanie and Mike, as we learn more about this awful situation, one of the things advocates are seeing is just more of an awareness where people can see that there are those who don't feel safe in their homes and who need help from others.
2 weeks since the tragedy in Enoch, there's a spotlight on domestic violence.
How are you going to show up? How's the state of Utah going to show up?
Kate Sorensen is with Canyon Creek Services in Cedar City. She says the change hasn't come in the amount of people they're supporting.
This is the stuff that we're doing constantly.
But there has been a change in the conversation.
People reaching out to say, like, I'm ready to support someone in my life who I maybe was like, that's their private business. We've seen a big change in that.
It's a difficult conversation as we learn more about what happened in the Haight's home in 2020. Documents show the oldest child, Macy, said her father, Michael, had assaulted her multiple times, choking her at one point, shaking her other times. City manager Rob Dotson says investigators interviewed Macy, her dad, and her mom separately. But after reviewing with the county attorney's office, they dropped the case.
I don't know if we could have in this situation, but so often we know that we can predict and prevent so many of these tragedies if only we have the political will.
The Utah Domestic Violence Coalition is supporting a bill to require police departments to conduct a lethality assessment, a survey to determine a person's risk of being killed. Right now, only some departments use the protocol. Dotson says that assessment did happen with Tasha, but her responses did not show a lethal relationship.
And I would just encourage, even if it gets raw and hard, to keep going.
Sorensen hopes the conversation on domestic violence continues and will help lead to lasting change in the community.
Keep moving through it, keep having those conversations, because I think our families, our communities, our friends, our partners, like, they're worth it.
Those conversations are also happening at the state capitol with several bills and conversations about funding. And we're also learning that, the city declined to comment any more on that 2020 incident and any more on the investigation until that investigation wraps up. Deanie?
Matt, like you said, though, these changing conversations at all levels are an important first step. Thanks. We've covered far too many domestic violence-related crimes in the past few weeks. If you or someone you love needs support, reach out to the resources on your screen, either the Utah Domestic Violence Link Line or the national hotline.